Good afternoon, everybody. My name's Stuart Barrow, occupational therapist and managing director of Promoting Independence. Thank you very much for joining us today for hygiene access without remodeling the bathroom. We're going to be joined by some fantastic people across the world, and I mean across the world. We have Keith from Lisclare, who will be in Ireland, and we've got Barry joining us in the wee early hours of the morning from New Zealand. So it's going to be a fantastic session, and I'm sure you will enjoy it. A couple of housekeeping rules. If you cannot hear me or there's a problem, we have just done a test, and you should be able to hear me. If not, please log out, log back in. You should be okay. If you have to leave for any reason, please feel free to drop me an email, and we can fill you in with any information you've missed. So a couple of bits and pieces. I know people are quite keen to ask questions. Please pop any questions in your chat box. If the chat box pops up and you've got some questions, the team from Lisclare will answer them as much as they can. Once we come towards the end of the presentation, my team will pass the questions to me, and I will go over to either Keith or Barry and ask them directly the questions live, so that you can answer some questions or seek clarity on anything. So literally, if it's about colours, it's about weight, cost, distribution, you name it. If it's going to help you with your practice, please do pop it in the chat box. Please ask us the questions. We won't interact with you live because I know some people get scared. I will keep your monitors on, wave, say hello, speak to your colleagues around the world, have a chat. It's really important that people engage and they work together so that we can make this work for everybody. Like I said, any questions, we'll answer as much as we can. We allow for 1 hour. We won't exceed an hour because we don't want to, obviously, you miss your lunch or appointments, and we don't want you to miss anything. So once we get to the hour, if we still got many questions, we'll draw it to a close. I'll send the chat box and all questions across to Keith and the Lisclare team. We'll answer the questions and we'll drop you an email. On top of dropping you the email with the Q&A, we'll also send you a copy of the full presentation. So Lisclare will send you the presentation and the Q&A. Within about 7 to 10 days, my team will also send you a link to the full video. So you'll have a full access to the video, which will take you direct to YouTube. So you won't have to worry with anything. It'll just click on the link, it'll take you to YouTube, and you'll be able to watch the video again. But again, that's for everybody who's in the presentation today and obviously who was registered. So without further ado, I'd like to hand you across to the team for this fantastic presentation on shower and bath access without remodeling the bathroom.
Stuart, for that introduction. Do you appreciate that? And more importantly, I'd like to thank you all for registering and joining us online today. So the Showerbuddy transfer range, it's a simple idea that gives you instant access to shower somebody over a bathtub, or to be able to shower somebody into a step-in shower. And it saves you trying to have to remodel the bathroom. We're also going to present a new tilt and space shower chair to you that's used for when the adaptation may be done. But before we go any further, I'd just like to tell you a little bit about Lisclare. So Lisclare, we've been in business over 20 years. We're an independent specialist in rehabilitation equipment, and we're equipment specialists who operate throughout the United Kingdom and Ireland, and we have offices in Cheshire, Belfast and Scotland, and cover all the parts of the United Kingdom and Ireland. We work closely with the occupational therapists, physios and care staff by providing solutions and education for patient handling, bathing, beds and pressure care. But today we're here to introduce a new solution for showering clients in their existing bathrooms. So why am I presenting Showerbuddy to you today? We were first introduced to Showerbuddy range now literally over a year ago. And we had planned to introduce the range via the OTAC meetings with Stuart and his team, but due to the obvious situation, we launched the transfer range with our first ever webinar way back in June last year, which shocked me. Since then, we had assessments all over the United Kingdom and Ireland, and we've had successful transfers for patients to go into their own bath and step-in showers. It goes back to exactly what I thought about the product. My first reaction was, it's a unique solution. I've been in the business for quite a few years, and I have to admit, it's simple. And it provided showering access to almost any bathroom or shower room. It has been tried and tested for a long time in other markets, actually over 15 years, and it's designed and engineered in New Zealand, where it has won awards. It's an extremely well manufactured product, and Barry's very proud of his warranty, which we'll go through later on. But it's basically made of a lightweight aluminium, it's standardised and coated, and with a stainless steel fixings. And it's got a great full product range, which we'll start introducing over the next few years. So there are 3 products from the Showerbuddy range, as you will see. On the left is a mobile shower chair, obviously where you have a level access shower, a wet room, and you've actually had an adaptation done. In the middle is the Showerbuddy for a step-in shower. And on the right is what we would call the Showerbuddy range, but we nickname it the Tub Buddy, so that gives you access in and out of a bathtub. We would like to present both the transfer systems and share what we have learned since June last year. And we've introduced the Showerbuddy, and we're starting to introduce now the new tilt and space, which we'll do towards the end for adapted bathrooms. But during the presentation, we're going to show 3 short videos that explains better. So the Showerbuddy transfer range and tilt and space shower chair with the most unique warranty that I think you'll ever seen, but more on that later. I'd also like you to add any comments onto the chat box where Adam is on live to answer anything you would like. And at the end of the meeting, Stuart will actually revert back to us for any questions that he'd like to ask directly himself. Now, more importantly, I'd like to introduce again Barry Redican, who is the CEO of Showerbuddy New Zealand. Now, you've got to realise how much I've actually talked to Barry over the last year. It feels like he's actually a local guy because we've been introduced through Teams and Zoom meetings, and I think we've got to know each other without actually physically being in the same continent, never mind the same room. We've a lot to go on with Barry because he's a lot of experience, and I'll be quite honest with you, I do look forward to when he actually finally gets back over to the UK and Ireland in person to present live to you at the upcoming conferences from OTAC. So I now have a big thank you to Barry because it is very late, or very early in the morning, or very late at night. So I'm going to live to New Zealand to introduce you to Barry Redican.
Thanks to Stuart, and hello everybody. Thank you, Keith. A glowing sort of introduction and almost taken out all the information I needed to share. But thanks to all the therapists that are here. Keith's right, we almost know each other, but we've never met in this strange new COVID world where we all now sit and look at screens and do webinars. But my roots are actually, my ancestry is from Boyle and Roscommon, so I feel as though I've got to go back there again pretty soon, or as soon as airlines are able. But Keith's right about Showerbuddy. I am very passionate about Showerbuddy. I think the product is so amazing. I have seen so many users actually crying in their home through being able to access their bathroom. I love the product so much. I ended up working at the company and ended up over 15 years buying the company. So Showerbuddy is very dear to me and the team that is behind me. So we're all totally keen on Showerbuddy because of the benefits it can bring you. So what do? Well, as Keith alluded to, we basically solve access problems. Now, as a therapist, I am sure you're already involved in adaptations and remodels of bathrooms. But as you know, it's not always possible to do it. Sometimes the people don't have the money, or there's funding delays. It may be needed for palliative care or respite care where you don't have time to do an adaptation. Or they may be renting. They may be in a multi-story apartment complex where it's just not possible to break out the floor. So Showerbuddy has, since 2007, provided thousands of solutions to people who need it in these sort of situations. So what am I talking about with problems? Well, for a start off, we have a bathtub. You cannot get over a bathtub if your mobility is reduced or if you're disabled. And the same in a shower. Just that simple, dumb little step is so innocuous, but it's so annoying. Why do they still keep making showers with a step? I don't get it. But that's why and how Showerbuddy can come into play for you. We can very quickly and easily get your client into a shower, whether it's over a step or whether it's over a bathtub. We can get them into a shower with a product that is easy to install. You can install it. There's no tools. Accessories can make it a highly adaptable product so that it doesn't matter what configuration there is, we can almost always solve someone's problem. The beauty of the Showerbuddy is it can be put away. It's all lightweight, non-rusting, strengthened aluminium. So if you have a disabled user, and I've alluded in the past to a husband and wife team or a partner, lovers, looking after each other where mobility is reduced. Someone still wants to use the standard bathroom. The Showerbuddy parts that are used to connect and transfer the disabled person can be just popped away in the cupboard. The household bathroom is available for everyone else. So what I have behind me is a Showerbuddy SB1. This model is the original Showerbuddy, and this is the one that easily connects up to a little unit in the shower base and slides the user back into the shower. Now once they're in the shower, you can disconnect the outer parts, shut the door, rotate the chair for the user to face the water, and they're having a private shower. They're having a comfortable shower and a safe shower for the first time in potentially months. So I'd like to show you a video because it's easier to show you some of the details than trying to struggle into the corner here in this bathroom. So I'd like to show you a video first of the SB1. So let's look at that as a solution for getting over a step-in shower.
These are lovely bathrooms, but how many therapists have come across this problem? The step-in shower. And what a problem this is for your clients who may be disabled or just suffering from reduced mobility. Thankfully, there is now an easy solution that does not require a bathroom remodel. Showerbuddy can easily slide your user over that step into the shower within an hour of setup, allowing those in need to stay living in their own home for longer. Your client can comfortably side transfer onto the shower chair with the flip back arms, roll over the toilet, and then transfer into the shower, all in a single transfer. Less heavy lifting and more comfort for the user and caregiver. Showerbuddy consists of three major parts: the chair, connecting bridge and shower base, each adjustable to suit the bathroom. The setup is easy. To help with this setup, we developed a bathroom calculator, available online at www.bathcheck.com, or you can download the BathCheck app onto your phone from the app stores. The app will guide you through the process and what accessories you might need for the success of your installation. Easily slide your user into the shower, then disconnect the bridge and chair base to allow the door to close and the user to enjoy a private shower. Once in the shower, they can be rotated to face the water or to give the caregiver better access for assisted cleaning. Now, I can assure you that under normal circumstances, your user will not disappear. So that is the SB1 Showerbuddy. It has allowed your user to once again enjoy a comfortable, safe and private shower, leaving the bathroom available for other family members. This is also a great assistance to a husband and wife team or partners looking after their loved one at home. All components are lightweight aluminium, totally non-rusting, and carry our lifetime guarantee.
So there you see the SB1 video. Now we talked about BathCheck. I'm just going to quickly show you. You can download this BathCheck app on your phone. It's so great. and it will tell you exactly how to set up those units, what accessories you might need. But we can cover off some more of that later. So the other option we have is to get over a bathtub, which you can also see behind me here. This is a very popular product, and it is highly adaptable for high or low baths, for shorter bathtubs, longer bathtubs, all that sort of thing. Rooms that are reasonably tight. Again, Bath Check would help you to determine how to do that. There's little tricks, like rotating the footrests inwards, and there's different height adjustment tubes. So all of those things are able to be used, but just look at this product, how simple to put that unit in the bath. Again, it's lightweight, you can put it away. Bring your user in from the bedroom. There is a side transfer from bed, over the toilet, back out, connect, and then over the shower. No lifting of feet. And I've transferred my user. There was one transfer from bed to toilet to shower and back. The caregiver has no back sprain and injury potential. It's a really good product. But again, I'd like to show you that in more detail in the next video for the SB2T and SB2. There's a non-tilting, which is slightly smaller, and the tilting model you just saw here. So let's look at the video now for SB2T.
Showerbuddy has provided solutions for disabled and elderly to access their home bathroom for over 14 years. Welcome to this tutorial on model SB2T, the TubBuddy Tilt, and how to set it up correctly. There are three major components: the chair, bath base and bridge, which connects these together. The success or failure of an in-home trial and getting the application to fit is all in this setup. To help with this, we have developed a unique bathroom measuring and calculation tool called Bath Check, available to download free from the app stores or online at www.bathcheck.com, allowing an OT or family member to determine if the application will work and how it needs to be set up even before a home trial is done. To set the unit up, you must firstly set the chair height, allowing the connected bridge to clear the top of the bathtub. Set this height to the nearest height hole above the bathtub. When the chair is set to the correct height, you can then set up the bath base height to align exactly with the chair and bridge. Make the first major adjustment at the height adjustment clips, where the height is adjustable similar to the chair, and set increments of 25mm or 1 inch. Get the height adjustment as close as possible, then use the micro screw adjustments at the feet to align exactly with the chair and bridge. When the alignment is 100% straight and level, you can lock off the nut securing these rubber feet. Consideration also needs to be given to the position of the bath base in the bathtub. Is it far enough forward or backward to allow the proper installation and operation of the chair? Is there sufficient space for the footrests or for the neck rest to clear the rear wall when tilted? In very short bathtubs, or where a sink or vanity takes up some floor space, you might tilt and transfer but not fully revert to sitting upright in the shower. Again, Bath Check can answer these questions. After the bath base location and heights have been set, then you can adjust the side stabilizers to push out against the bathtub, giving the most secure transfer possible for your user. Latch the units, then tilt, release the brake in the direction of travel, and transfer your user. Now you can unlatch and remove the bridge and rolling base of the chair to allow your user to enjoy a private shower. In the event that the footrest protrude too far in the short bath, you might reverse the footrest to save space. Again, Bath Check will determine some of these issues pre-trial. Showerbuddy has allowed your client to again enjoy a private shower over their bathtub. In some installations you may find the bath is too high or too deep. We have accessories, height riser tubes for both parts that will help in that situation, and if it's a tight bathroom, we have shorter bridges as accessories to reduce the footprint. You can also get a straight push handle, tension backrests and cushion options for these chairs. Should all else fail, read the comprehensive instruction manual that comes with each chair.
Well, what did you think of that? I think it's amazing. I hope you do too, because it solves a lot of problems. So that's the bath series and the step-in shower series. And as Keith has mentioned before, Lisclare is now launching the roll-in range with the SB3T, and we call that our roll-in buddy tilt. Now, this chair has been in production since 2007. It's just a workhorse. It's had various improvements over the years, of course, but what a machine. It is just indestructible and it's comfortable, and we've got users that have sent us video to say they're still using their 10-year-old chair and we love it. It's still like new. And that's because it's way over engineered, to be honest, but it is so strong it'll last you forever. It's a very good, comfortable roll-in shower chair, very competitively priced in the UK market. It's an absolute beauty with everything adjustable, fold back arms, cushions come off for quick and easy clean, or cushion accessory options. You can change the footrests for a different accessory, the petite ones. And this chair, as well as the bath series and the shower tray step series, can be converted for smaller users. So we have a petite range, which basically changes out the top, changes the backrest, the arms and the cushion and the footrest to be a petite. So a petite P1 is our smallest and only 300 millimeters between the arms, or a P2, and then of course to the adult. And you will see in the next video, actually, you'll see a bit of a image there where I've conned my grandson into sitting in the chair, so you can see the progression of the P1 to P2 to the adult. But it's a very good chair. It's available now at Lisclare. They have inventory of the chairs. In fact, they have them all. So let's have a look at the 3T video, the Roll-in Buddy tilt. Let's check out that video now.
You are looking at the best tilting roll-in shower chair available at a competitive price. The SB3T Roll-in Buddy Tilt by Showerbuddy has been in production since 2007 with regular improvements along the way. Our PU foam cushion is easily removed for cleaning or swapping out for an accessory softer foam cushion. There is also a petite model cushion with smaller commode opening, and there is a closed front option. The soft foam cushion comes with a closure insert, while the standard PU cushion has a full overlay accessory. Of course, the footrests do everything, but I have to point it out. But look at the degree of adjustment in leg length by extending the adult footrest right down or swapping them out for the petite model with the shorter leg length. This chair, like all Showerbuddy models, is fully height adjustable for the seat height and to clear most toilets, from 510mm to 610mm. Quite simply, our armrests are the strongest of any shower chair. Our chairs are indestructible and come with a unique lifetime warranty. A popular accessory is the tensioned backrest, and this is easily fitted by swapping out the fabric backrest for the adjustable one. The neckrest comes as standard on our tilting models and is adjustable without tools. It's also possible to fit a neckrest to our non-tilting models if required. dual locking struts offer comfort for the user at any position up to 30 degrees tilt. A commode pan and lid comes as standard issue on all chairs. Our casters are high quality, non-rusting 125mm or 5-inch for ease of negotiating those door thresholds, and all four are locking. This model can also be converted to petite use for smaller adults or children. Let's take a look at that conversion. Here you can see the range from smallest petite 1 to larger petite 2 in the centre, then on the right the adult chair. I had to bribe my grandson Angus with cash to do that photo shoot. He's smiling in the right hand image because it's dawned on him he's just earned the money. So just swap out the arms, tilt release, backrest, seat cushion and footrests for the petite parts. Of course, you can leave the adult footrests or any parts to mix and match if they suit. The beauty is that as the user grows, you can refit those parts, adapting the chair to suit the user. The petite backrest is adjustable in height and forwards, backwards, depth or recline. So there it is, the SB3T roll-in buddy tilt and petite accessory, a true value for money option from Showerbuddy. But let's dwell on the lifetime warranty. You won't find another chair offering such a great warranty. If your frame breaks or cracks, you get a full replacement chair, forever. Totally new chair, free. Get it?
So there you go. That's the SB3T. It's a great chair. And to be honest with you, Lisclare are bringing that to the UK market at a record low price. It is such a competitive deal they are offering to the market in UK. So I hope you all get a chance to have a look at that and do a trial. It's just a really, really fantastic product. So I hope you're a little more enlightened about the Showerbuddy range. We can certainly assist you and your clients. It's an easy adaptation to get your client into a shower within the hour. There's no tools needed. Your OT can fit these up yourself. The homeowner is potentially able to assist. There's accessories of all types to customize the chair and make it adaptable. It can be put away when not in use. There's everything going for it. And I really hope post-COVID world, I can be there and travel with Keith and do some personal presentations to you all. But for tonight, or 2 a.m. for me, 3 a.m., 2:30 from the morning for me, I would like to say thank you for joining us. I hope you've got something out of it. I hope you've had some learning, and good luck, and back to you, Keith. Thank you.
That's great. Thank you very much indeed, Barry. And again, thanks for staying up late. Bless you. As Barry just alluded, you could see the accessories that come standard with the tilt products. You do get the headrest, you do get the lap belt, you get a chest belt, and you do get a calf strap. We do have laterals, so you can get a set of laterals to suit the chair as well. And as you can see, he did allude on the petite products, where we can adapt the chair to suit a child. The price offering, which is probably what everybody's been texting about, is £690 plus VAT for a lifetime warranty chair, which is quite incredible. But there's other products that we will be introducing throughout the next year or so, like its plus size chair and its travel chair. And again, we can discuss that further with your local reps. So Barry's alluded, so we needed to put this on to your PDF that you'll get out. The bath check, which Barry has spent a lot of time working on, is obviously, it's kind of like just a small PDF drawn for yourself to get an idea, does it fit? We've actually done assessments via WhatsApp video, which was amazing. And we've actually obviously been doing whether it's been palliative care, we've went down with our PPE and ready to help out at any time. But anyway, you can contact your local Showerbuddy Lisclare team member for more details, which we'll be doing that with the PDF that goes out. Now, obviously, we've been discussing with therapists where they see the transfer products fitting into their solution portfolio. So obviously we've looked at temporary solutions just for the transfer range, where there's an adaptation needing to be done and there's a waiting list or a time scale. While patients are rehabilitating, everybody was going to mention COVID-19, but if they're being sent home and need temporary stuff, this can be supplied, usually from the loan store, I would say. I've seen it for palliative care, and we've actually had quite a few already, where it's been able to allow the client to either step into their shower, be transferred into their shower or over their bath. We things like respite care, if they're going to somebody else's house for temporary respite, it might be a nice simple solution to be able to offer a hygiene program. Now, believe it or not, we have found it that it's become a very usable permanent solution, where the client actually like it and they find it easy to use. The obvious one that I always look at was rental properties, where adoptions are not permitted, and I'm sure you've all came across that situation. You can also get where adoptions have been resisted by family because they don't want builders or anybody in their own home. One that I came across, obviously, was a structural issue, and it was a modern first floor apartment in Dublin, and literally a young lad with CP, and we used the Showerbuddy tilt to get him into the modern bath that he had. There's also obviously the plus size that it actually reduces the budget for adaptations. But again, that's something that I would like to hear back from you to see what you think where it could be used and what your ideas of the range would be. The nice thing about it is if we use it for temporary, then especially the SB2T and they get an adoption, the SB3T is an obvious progression for them. So in summary, there's no waiting time, it's instant. I think the quickest one we did was 20 minutes. We were lucky enough that the chair was set up almost right. It's cost effective because the whole range for the transfer stuff starts at £1,900, with the Showerbuddy tilt going up to around about 2,200 to 2,300. So it can be a permanent alternative for an adaptation because of the cost. But the nice part about it, it's easily recycled. It can be cleaned, decontaminated by your local loan store and reissued out again, should it be needed. We're actually in negotiations with a council to see if this could be their first choice. So what next? You'll get the PDF from us. Usually sent because if you've registered, we know your area. So if you're from South Wales, you'll get it from Adam. If you're from North Wales, you get it from Matthew. If you're from Scotland, it'll be Patricia. If you're from Ireland, you'll get it from myself or John. But that'll be sent out to you with all the range and all the brochures. And again, Stuart will be emailing out the link to watch the whole video if you were live, or if you've missed it but you did register. You can actually arrange an online presentation to your department. We've done that quite a lot, and all our team members in the UK are trained and well versed and very good at doing it. The only thing is that we can still try and supply the biscuits, thank goodness for Amazon, but Barry may be an option just at the minute. But our team is always available for assessment and support and training when it's appropriate. We've just went through our own inoculations, lucky enough, because we have been frontline. Well, not frontline, but in the patient's houses. So with that PDF, you'll have it. You'll just, if you want to make contact with the local representative who covers the area, within the PDF, you've got all the contact details. So that's the end of the Showerbuddy presentation. We go live back to Stuart now for any questions that Stuart would like to ask, and Barry and myself will be available to answer any question at the moment. But again, thank you for watching, and hopefully Adam's answered the questions online.
Thank you very much, Keith. That's brilliant, and thank you so much to you too, Barry. We have had a lot of questions, and Adam has been answering quite a lot of them in the chat box. So thank you very much for asking everything, really. It's really important whilst we've got Barry and Keith available that we ask away. I'm going to reiterate a couple of the questions, but what we'll do is we'll send them all across to Keith anyway to answer them again so that we can send them out with the PDFs, just so that people have got them. So if your colleague says, oh, I don't know the answer to that question, or can you remember that, don't worry, we'll send that out to you again. So a couple of questions, costs, stuff like that. Obviously, that's just been answered by Keith. How much space is needed, or what's the minimum space needed to use the Showerbuddy?
Shall I come in on that one?
Barry? Go ahead, Barry. Yep.
Bathrooms are a very complex thing, and that's why we developed Bath Check. So Bath Check will lead you through step by step where you put a few dimensions into your own room, because there is no one bathroom the same as another. But basically, in front of a shower, you need about 630 millimeters minimum. The bath one, you really want to try Bath Check. It's a fun thing to try. I think it's not hard, and it will tell you whether you need an accessory shorter bridge, for example, to connect, or whether you need a specific bridge, or whether you need a height riser tube. And for the shower, do you need to raise or lower the shower base? Will you clear the step, your step? How high is it? If it's 235 millimeters, you're fine. If it's higher than that, what do you do? Bath Check will tell you all those things. I think that's the best way to answer it, Stuart. There's no one easy answer.
The client had to remove the arms of the SB1 because the shower opening was so narrow, but obviously they weren't at risk of falling out, and it actually got through with ease. We had a corner entrance that I sent to Barry, the pictures, that we were able to do with the biggest shower step I've seen in the UK, 6 inches, and it was able to adapt at coming out of the side. So we've actually got great experience now. Over the last, from June, asking the therapist to even send us a picture of the bathroom at the start, but the Bath Check makes life a lot easier. And if the OT doesn't want to fill it in, if we ask for the measurements, we can have a wee check first. But obviously once we're free and able to go out again, the reps and the assessors will be there to do the job for you.
Great, thank you very much,
Thank
Keith
you, Barry.
and Barry. A couple of questions around visiting at the moment, and as you've mentioned, Keith, you cover the UK and Ireland. How quick could you get a chair out if there's not one in the local equipment stores to do an assessment and then leave the chair with a client?
My unwritten rule is to make sure you see a client within 5 to 8 working days. If it's a palliative care patient, we're human, we'll get out next day if we possibly can. The guys have their stock around, from their own stock up in Scotland to the south of England, and obviously I have it in Ireland. So it doesn't take long for the appointment, as long as the clients are happy of us calling in. And it depends on the area, as you know, Stuart, for calls. Wales being different to Ireland to be different. We had more calls in Ireland than I expected, but we've got PPE, and again, we're lucky enough that our guys have all now been, hopefully by now in England, especially had their first injection, and we're obviously doing the total proper protocol for that. So I mean, literally, if they needed it within a couple of days, like, shouldn't be a problem.
Superb, thank you very much. I've got quite a few other questions. So just going through them because I know Adam's answered some of them. Do you have different seats for different skin protection? So if somebody's got a pressure sore, for example, how do you overcome that issue?
We don't have.
For you, Barry. Barry has a selection of seats that are pressure care cushions. You've seen it on the SB3T video where you actually put the soft pressure care seat onto it. There's no Roho seat for it, but we have our own range within that, yes.
Barry, do you have a certain, like a Waterloo score or any certain scores for that seat? So if somebody was to ring you and say, there's particular pressure in a certain part of the buttock or in a certain area, do you know then if your chair is compatible or not? Is that something you could explain to somebody over the phone?
No, it's not an area we've got into, Stuart. That's quite a specialised area, someone with those problems, and it's not something that we've had a lot of requests for in the last 15 years. It's not to say we won't develop it. We do have a very high expenditure on R&D. The company has 3 full-time experienced industrial design engineers working on new products. So we're always looking, but to answer your question immediately, no, I'm sorry, we don't have that level of cushioning.
No problem. I'm playing devil's advocate because I'm asking the questions straight off the chat box, but my presumption, being a clinician and working with people in social services for many years, is we normally do these type of visits jointly with a specialist nurse or with somebody who's got the equipment. So my presumption is we would ask the wound nurse or the other therapist involved if we could actually test the pressure care. So we could put the monitor on top of the chair. So speak to Keith, get one delivered out maybe, or Adam comes out and does a visit if in Wales. We could then put the monitor on top and try the client on it. And then obviously we'll straight away be able to map that out anyway. But yeah, it was just a case of asking the question if you had anything specific, Barry. But there is ways around it, isn't there?
In the past year, we'd have used the FSA system. I'm quite used to doing pressure care. And basically the visco cushion that they would offer this would be for high use, if you know what I mean. But you can obviously get the likes of the bespoke ones from Roho and Sistan that fit on a toilet seat. And that's the sort of thing the OT maybe we look at for the air stuff.
Definitely. It's about working in conjunction with each other, isn't it? To see if there's a right solution. Yeah. Fabulous. That's great. Does it matter if the bath is enamel or plastic?
No, it's fine. We recommend for plastic baths that the rubber feet get exchanged for suction cup feet because it spreads the load a bit better. So I haven't got it there. They're just a screw out and screw in, and we do stock those, so it's not a big deal. As you can see, the teeth is on there for the shower tray. You do the same on the bath base, the suction cup foot.
Superb. Thank you very much for that, Barry. Can you get a chest harness or different head support?
They come with.
That's true. Sorry.
We don't have the harness, but Keith, do you have access to that?
Chest harness, lap belt. There is a small range of head supports coming out, but this is more a neck rest. If you're talking more about the Autobot versions, where they're very shaped, then no, because it's just it's more a basic shower chair tilt in space. But literally, the only thing we haven't fitted to this one will be the laterals, which is a cost option.
Fabulous. And I've got one more question at the moment, so we'll just check the chat box if there's anything else. Are they available for rent? So if a member of the public wanted one, could they hire one off you?
At the minute, we've been thinking about this, and it's the whole hygiene thing. Just at the minute, the decontamination of it. It is something that we are seriously looking at because obviously, If it depends on how long they want it for, but that's something that they need to have a chat with their local representative. If somebody wants to rent one for 8 months, they've been better off buying it. If they want it for 2 weeks for a holiday for somebody coming across, then give us a shout and we'll see what we can do. But the biggest hassle we have at the minute, obviously, is decontamination between things. But that is what the loan store should be looking at in your local social services, because that's what the loan store is meant to do.
Of course. Thank you very much. Well, that's all the questions I have in front of me. Adam's answered the rest of them, I believe, in the chat box. So like I said, if I have missed anything, don't be alarmed. We will make sure we answer them and get them sent out to you as well. Just want to say thank you very much for Barry once again for staying up, or it's almost breakfast time.
Yes, thank you, Barry.
Nearly
You're
hours.
welcome.
So
Thank you
much
for sharing.
and also the technical team in the background. A lot of people aren't realizing this, but there's quite a few tech people in the background making this happen, making it possible to get this out to you. Again, like I said, we're around the world today, so it's quite a task. So thank you to the tech guys in the background. If you do have any questions or something's burning, or you think, oh gosh, I forgot to ask that, please do drop me an email. I'll get it sent across to the guys and they'll be able to answer it for you. So many thanks. We are a bit early, 10 minutes early, but better early than late. But just thank you so much for coming today. Please take a look at our website, www.otac.org.uk. Just look at our websites in general, look at our Facebook pages. We have several sessions with the Lisclare team over the next couple of months and multiple webinars in general. With Boris Johnson's announcement, we presume, and again, we just need some clarity, but the guidance states we may actually be able to run some physical OTAC events from May this year. So May, June this year, we should be able to start seeing you in public. And Keith has indicated that he should be able to attend with the Showerbuddy, so you can physically sit in it,
Yay!
try it, and your colleagues around. So fingers crossed you'll be able to
Can't wait.
touch it, move it, and Barry also, flight permitting, sometime 2021, we'll also be flying across, hopefully, to be able to meet you and answer any questions you have, and you can speak to the experts all about the product. So thank you so much again, and I'll see you very soon. Take care. Goodbye.